I want to make friends. I want to talk about my feelings. I want to solve problems. I want to feel safe. I want to do well in school.
I want to help my community.
I want to prepare for my future.
I want to be a leader.
Second Step Social Emotional Learning Programs, empowered with skills for life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for the first ever Second Step Educator of the Year Award Showcase. I'm Shauna McBride, Vice President of Public Relations and Communications for Committee for Children, the nonprofit organization behind Second Step Social Emotional Learning Programs. Today's showcase is all about celebrating educators, especially the 10 outstanding educators selected as this year's champions. During this award showcase, we'll present a few short videos featuring each of the winners, and some of our award recipients will be joining us live a little bit later. We want this to be a fun and interactive experience for all of you, so be sure to join the conversation in the chat, and you'll definitely want to participate in the Second Step trivia throughout the show. We also have some great prizes to give away later, including some Second Step swag, a Purple companion toy, and a $200 gift certificate to the Second Step online store. Winners will be randomly selected, but you must be present at the time of the drawing to win each prize. So don't go anywhere. Committee for Children employees are not eligible. Now, without further ado, some of my colleagues at Committee for Children will help us kick off today's celebration.
Welcome to the first ever Second Step Educator of the Year Awards Showcase.
We created this award because we want to shine a light on your stories, which provides valuable lessons to all of us.
Because we want to affirm educators who champion social emotional learning as a vital part of education at every level.
Above all, we created this award because we want to celebrate you, educators, all of you.
We received nearly 350 nominations from all over the country, from Richmond, Virginia to Fresno, California.
From Syracuse, New Haven,
Santa Fe, St. Louis, and more.
And all types of educators who use our programs.
Counselors, principals, teachers,
district staff, and special educators
received nominations for their excellent work.
The stories you shared were as inspiring and diverse as the students and staff you serve.
They highlight the innovative ways you've implemented Second Step programs in your schools and classrooms, and the tremendous impact your care and creativity have made on your learning communities.
Selecting just 10 winners was a joyful but challenging task.
So, in addition to showcasing our 10 Educators of the Year, today is also about celebrating our hundreds of other nominees who make a difference every single day through SEL.
We hope this showcase makes you feel proud of the work you do and inspired by the work of your peers.
We hope it encourages you to keep creating change through social emotional learning in your school communities.
Above all, educators, we hope it leaves you feeling celebrated.
Thank you, and enjoy the Second Step Educator of the Year Awards Showcase.
It was such a joy for our staff judging panel to review the nearly 350 nominations we received from all over the country. But it was no easy task to select just 10 winners. So how did we manage to choose from such an amazing pool of nominees? We selected the 10 educators we'll recognize today based on 4 criteria: impact, innovation, SEL generalization, and a learner-centered approach. While all the winners displayed excellence in these 4 areas, each educator had one category where they were especially distinguished. Let's learn a little bit more about these champions and their SEL superpowers. Impact is difficult to define, but impossible to miss. It's the indelible influence that educators have on the children they teach, on their colleagues, and within their communities. Carrie White, Nerwin Balilu, and Joanne Chan McShane have each made a recognizable, positive difference by fostering the social-emotional growth of their students. The effects of their work and dedication will make a difference for years to come. Here's a little bit more about Carrie, Nerwin, and Joanne, educators who have made a remarkable impact in their school communities.
We also are really focused on teaching students the proper way to handle things, that preventative. We have circles. We talk with them. We teach them strategies. We let them talk with one another so that they can get their frustrations out if there's an issue between students. And we really focus on how we can prevent that behavior from happening again instead of just a punishment. Instead of focusing on the negative behavior in our building, we are targeted and very specific with students. If we see there's something starting to brew or to blow up, or if behaviors on buses are becoming an issue, we immediately, as a team, we get together, we look at the data, we come up with a targeted plan, and we get to it. We don't let it wait till we have to schedule a meeting and meet with everybody. We are very quick to make targeted plans.
In my special education class, I often encounter challenges related to communication barriers, varying learning styles, and emotional regulation. These students require tailored support and strategies to overcome these hurdles and thrive academically and socially. So the Second Step program has had a profound impact on both my students and our school community. I've witnessed noticeable improvements in my students' emotional awareness, conflict resolution skills, and ability to work collaboratively. This positive shift in a social-emotional competencies has translated into a more harmonious classroom atmosphere, reduced incidents of behavior issues, and enhanced academic achievement. Moreover, the program's principles have extended beyond my classroom, fostering a culture of empathy and understanding throughout the school, ultimately contributing to a more supportive and cohesive learning environment for all students.
So my first couple years teaching were rough, to say the least, and really showing the kids that we're there and we care. Second Step really helped with that. The students realized I was someone they could trust, someone they could go to. We'd use the Second Step curriculum, but when I pulled in other conversations and let them have time to share and do circle prompts, they realized this was about them and not just something they had to learn. So I had a lot of kids feel like they were more comfortable with telling me what was going on, which then I was able to get them the supports that they needed to help them in their lives. And for some of my students, it may have been that kid was labeled lazy, that they didn't care, and so teachers had given up on them. But once they felt comfortable talking to me, we realized where the root of everything was, and then the student did amazing. So really just seeing that has helped me as a teacher also help my students.
How are we supposed to decide on just 10 winners? And there are so many great submissions.
Yeah, look at all these educators who've made an impact.
like Bridget's class suggesting that an admin uses belly breathing.
Yeah, and Olivia's students are in tune with their social emotional needs. They often ask for breaks when feeling frustrated. And
Mrs. Davis's class is consistently getting no write-ups since they started using second step programs.
That's great. I was just reading about students in Mr. Richmond's class. They have been advocating for social justice among peers throughout the building.
Courtney teaches students that using words to frame their experiences in a positive way has a larger impact than they realize.
we like that one too. We're going to have to check in with the other evaluators.
Quick round of applause to our educators, and thank you to the CFC team for highlighting some of the wonderful submissions we received. Stay tuned for more of those highlights later. Also, be sure to keep the conversation going in the chat window about all things Second Step. Okay, we'll have our first giveaway drawing shortly, but right now it's time for some Second Step trivia. Who's excited? I'm excited. I hope you all are excited out there. You might know that Second Step programs are among the most widely used social emotional learning programs in the U.S., but you might not know they were also among the first. So here's your question. When did Committee for Children develop its first Second Step program? Be sure to submit your responses when the poll window pops up, and we'll announce the answers shortly. Your answer options are 1979, 1981, 1985, and 1989. I'm so curious to see what everybody's putting in as a response. We'll be sharing the answer shortly. More to come. What's everybody think? What could it be? 4 really curious options. What's everybody thinking? You see a lot of good info coming into the poll, and the poll is cut off, and our answer is 1985. That was when Committee for Children developed the first Second Step program, a youth violence prevention curriculum. Oh, hi, Ashley.
Hi, Shauna.
Everyone, Ashley is part of the CFC team. Ashley, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here because it's time for the first giveaway.
Oh, that's right. And I see that you have the prize in your hand. Tell us what the first lucky winner will be getting.
Yes, so the first lucky winner will get this amazing Second Step branded backpack. It'll be filled with pencils and stickers, and they'll also receive lanyards as well as posters that reinforce skills from our Second Step elementary program.
Wow, fabulous. I love it. I'm excited for them.
I'll let you hold on to that.
Okay, sounds good.
And we will let you know who wins right now.
Yes, who is it?
Our first winner is Catherine Hinkle. Congratulations.
Yay! Woohoo, Catherine. Thank you, Ashley. And for those of you who didn't win, do not worry. There will be more chances later. Now, let's meet more of our Educator of the Year award winners. Innovation is key to the successful implementation of SEL programs. Second Step educators are constantly finding creative solutions for challenges, such as how to engage kids in a world filled with endless distractions, and how to adapt to ever-changing learning environments. Our next award-winning educators are Marlo Diaz-Davis and Stacy Peruta. They've found innovative ways to bring social-emotional learning to life in their districts and schools. When strategies to consistently provide social-emotional learning didn't yet exist, they took the initiative to create those strategies. By turning ideas into action in their communities, these educators have found new ways to help their students learn, and they've set examples that will inspire students to innovate in their own lives. Join us in celebrating Marlo and Stacy for their exceptional innovation.
For me, when I'm trying to tell teachers, this isn't just something else on your plate, this is your plate. using Second Step really helps me with that because we can connect it with math, with writing, with reading, the literature, the puppets. There's so much that we connect it with cross-curricular. We believe in recognizing our students, our adults working with our students. Recognition is so important. So I go out at the end of every semester to as many schools as I can get to, and the staff at each school site chooses 2 students, one from early elementary, one from secondary, and those are students who just really demonstrate our amazing character traits that we are definitely trying to intentionally teach our students. So it could be a student who's just shown so much empathy over the last few months, and so the staff decides, the teacher nominates them. So I go out and they get a beautiful yard sign that says, I'm a student hero lives here. They get a student hero t-shirt, a plaque, and they love the student hero bracelet. And it just really incorporates all of our SEL and the work that we do with Second Step. And it really helps the students feel connected.
When we first implemented Second Step, this was after COVID and everyone was very stressed, students and staff alike, so we wanted to make it an easy rollout of the program. We spent our time that summer developing a PowerPoint and a training that we implemented in our professional development when we came back in August. We created individual binders for every teacher so that they would have all the handouts and all the lessons handy to look over before they went into the dashboard. Then I had created a Microsoft notebook already prior to knowing anything about Second Step, where we had all kinds of social emotional learning information in there and links. So we added in the Second Step piece as well. And then we've just had many opportunities throughout the last 2 years now to incorporate other things. We've incorporated assemblies that matched up with the units from Second Step. And then this past year, something the team and I were really proud of is we were able to kind of do a culmination, and we brought together the entire district. We did a family night with all kinds of information on social emotional learning, and we got some donations, including some stickers from Second Step and some journals that we could put into a goodie bag for people to take home with them.
Have you read this one yet? Christina is adding the Second Step for Adults program in the school's monthly support staff meetings.
Oh wow, I hadn't yet, but I just finished reading about Stephanie's regulation rooms, and these rooms are always open and provide a safe place for students to take a break and utilize a variety of tools to help calm their minds and body.
I was just reading a different one about Michelle and enjoyed hers so much too. She's encouraging colleagues to complete the Second Step program by reporting out on her own activities in their staff meetings.
That sounds so similar to Megan. She started teaching small lessons and even printed out listening skills and learner skills to place on lanyards for other teachers.
Angela began teaching the programs in a small setting as well, teaching it independently. She's eagerly implementing it into the curriculum as prevention.
Wow, these are just all such amazing stories, and it's so inspiring to hear about all of them.
Wow. Thank you for taking the time to review those nominations, team. So many great stories. I'm sure in the chat you all are in agreement. I hope you all feel as inspired as I do. And as I shared earlier, later in the show, some of our award recipients will be joining us live. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. And don't forget, we also have 2 more giveaways. The grand prize includes a $200 gift certificate to the Second Step online store and, drumroll, a Purple Companion. What is a Purple Companion, you ask? Thank you, Michaela. The Purple Companion is a cuddly toy that helps you find calm in moments of stress or when you're feeling overwhelmed with emotions. By helping it control its heartbeat, you can help control your emotions. And trust me, we were passing around the Purple as we were getting ready to launch. So don't forget to stick around for your chance to win one. Thanks, Michaela. All right, so before we get back to our honorees, I have another quick Second Step trivia question. Is everybody ready? Okay, approximately how many children around the world benefit from our social emotional learning programs each year? Start putting those answers in as soon as you see the poll window pop up. I'm so excited to see your responses about how many children you think we are reaching together. Your answer options include 20 million, 24 million, 26 million, or 30 million. What could it be? Populate the poll with your guesses. Really curious to see what everyone thinks. We'll share the answer shortly. I'll let you know when you have a couple seconds left until the poll closes. Be sure to put your responses in. All right, you've got 5 more seconds, 2 more seconds, and the answer is more than 26 million children. Woohoo! Wow, we at Committee for Children, we are certainly proud of the impact we've accomplished so far, but we know there is so much more work to do and more children to reach. Thank you to all the educators out there who have partnered with us in making a positive difference in children's lives. Speaking of educators, let's get back to our Educator of the Year award winners. For our next group of winners, let's talk about generalization, which is the ability to integrate the skills and knowledge students gain from second step lessons into other learning experiences. Our winners, Allie Drukowski and Katie Wolford-McCracken, truly modeled this. The way that these educators seamlessly incorporate the use of social-emotional skills speaks to the strength of their pedagogy and deep understanding that social-emotional competencies are foundational to all learning experiences. They take a holistic approach to learning because they understand that growth, it isn't always linear, and that all subject areas, from art to algebra to physical education, are closely connected. Now, let's celebrate Allie and Katie, who have made it possible for students to grow socially, emotionally, and academically by creating more opportunities for SEL through their distinguished generalization.
Social emotional learning is really integrated all throughout my day. I use it when I teach algebra and geometry through ways of like goal setting and growth mindset, like teaching the students to be able to anticipate roadblocks and plan strategies to overcome them. I also use it when I run student council, where we're trying to create a positive school climate and foster a strong community. And we do that by planning school dances, spirit weeks, and fundraisers. So I implemented the program, we got together in the summer and kind of planned out, we would do a pacing guide and made a week at a glance. And then I was just available for to show the teachers how to access the resources and to help them. And then we just got together, quarterly, I want to say, and then reflected on the curriculum and how it was going and any things that we needed to work on.
A unique implementation of Second Step is what I call the calm kits. And just like manipulatives are proven to be effective for math instruction, I wanted for students to have a structured, self-guided process for calming down. And we have one of these calm kits in all areas of the school building. So 37 classrooms and art, and music, and PE everywhere. I'm especially proud of my students when they use the SEL skills that they've learned with me in real life situations. Recently, this grandmother contacted me and she said that she got upset while she was driving. She had a little road rage and her granddaughter told her to stop, name her feelings, and calm down. And she called just to tell me thank you. Her granddaughter has these skills that she wishes that she had had when she was a young person. So I was just really proud that that child used that skill and that the skills that we're sharing help multiple generations. I'm like, wow.
Any highlights from the submissions?
Well, I was impressed by how long Donna's been teaching second step programs. A whole 28 years, beginning with our physical classroom kits.
Ms. Walden helps so many students explore social emotional learning topics in daily life, helping them learn new skills such as collaboration and accepting differences.
Oh, I really like that one too. Did you read Kevin's submission? He's become known as the kindness crusader through his comprehensive approach.
I was also impressed with the activities Christine plans throughout the school year, coordinating with out of school time and mental health parent education.
Wow, that's great. I love the daily slides Holly's created for classes that incorporate second step lessons.
These stories are really inspiring. They make me feel lucky to be doing this work.
I'm so excited to read more and hear more.
It's so amazing to see all that educators are accomplishing with second step programs across the country. Guess what? We're now more than halfway through our show. Time flies when you're having fun, right? I hope you've been able to engage in the chat conversation and participate in our trivia. Our second giveaway is coming up in just a few minutes, but before that, we have one last trivia question for you. This one's fun because it helps us look into the future. All right, here's your question. What new program will join the Second Step family of programs in 2024? Okay, go ahead and submit your answer in the poll window. What program do you think it'll be? Here are your options. Second Step, age 0 to 3, Second Step High School, Second Step Home and Family, or Second Step for District Leaders. Let's populate that poll. Can't wait to see what you all think it is. We'll share the answer shortly. Who is able to see into the future? Who's a mind reader? You've got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and the answer. It's Second Step High School! High school, high school, high school! Woohoo! I gotta say, everybody at Committee for Children is incredibly excited about this new program. We cannot wait to share more about it. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter for program updates. Okay, everyone, I'm curious. Are you feeling lucky? Are you all out there feeling lucky? Everybody in here, who's feeling lucky? All right, good. Because it's time to give away another Second Step backpack filled with fantastic Second Step swag.
Hello.
Welcome back, Ashley. Great to see you.
Good to see you. I'm so excited for this next backpack winner.
I am as well. So who do we have?
Our next winner is Robert Flanders.
Yay!
Congratulations.
All right, Robert, congratulations. Thank you, Ashley. And congratulations again to Robert and everyone that entered. Don't forget, the grand prize drawing is still to come. This includes a Purple Companion valued at $60, a $200 gift certificate to the Second Step online store, which can be used toward any Second Step program or reinforcement items. And remember that you have to be present to win, so do not go anywhere just yet. You don't want to miss out. Now, let's meet our last group of Educator of the Year award winners. A learner-centered approach means creating an environment where students see themselves as the catalyst of their own learning and where the unique gifts, backgrounds, and cultures of students are centered and celebrated in the classroom. We'd like to acknowledge our next award winners for creating learning environments that are inclusive, equitable, and ultimately more successful. Our final 3 Educators of the Year are Naya Singh, Marie Williams, and Madison Hunt Wilfong. By incorporating strong equity components into their practices, they each build classroom cultures that are learning environments that address the unique needs of their students. Join us in celebrating Naya, Marie, and Madison, who admirably demonstrate how a learner-centered approach empowers kids of all backgrounds.
I use the program extensively with my students, spending a designated time. We celebrate my students' SEL accomplishments each morning. They are given an opportunity to share how they've used the techniques and strategies at home, and they take leadership roles as well, teaching each other about it. The program helped me pay explicit attention to the cultural in other diversities, encouraging my students and families to value their own and others' cultures and diversities. The real life examples, the role play, and the other games are so engaging for the students. Through the program, I also see the students are able to better manage their feelings, emotions, and also understand others' feelings and emotions.
The format of my class is newcomers, so they're all English learners, and there were 7 languages. It really forced me to figure out at the core what did they need the most. And for me, many of the students that I had came from traumatic experiences. So I knew I was going to have to use some trauma-sensitive practices and really lean on my SEL chops. I relied on Second Step a lot. I used the online program because I knew that they would be engaged in videos, and how they were so brief and sort of to the point was super helpful. They also loved the brain builders at the beginning of the videos, and because the person on the video was doing the things that they were asking them, they could follow along with the example. Then I went through the curriculum and picked the topics that I knew they were struggling with, and tried to build on them from the beginning lessons forward, because I know they build on each other. The fact that they could manage their emotions and do some problem solving and all those kinds of things, I think really helped them then be able to engage in learning.
Excellence looks different for every child because excellence is completely dependent upon what they choose to do with their life. And I think that taking a learner-centered approach really looks at each student and their personal goals to show them what excellence looks like for them. My classroom motto last year was togetherness, and I know that those preteen years can be a time where you're really introspective and self-centered. And so I wanted to create a theme that would help students think about each other, and it would encapsulate the idea of belonging and that they weren't alone in middle school, that they had a whole community of kids who were going through the same struggles they were. And by the end of the year, I really saw that they focused less on themselves and more on each other. They were having conversations that were a lot deeper than what I'm used to hearing them talk about. And I was just so proud of that.
We want to thank all educators who take the time to work with students on social emotional skills.
Educators who take on the learner-centered approach, such as Mrs. Williams, who uses culturally responsive second step strategies in her lessons, giving students the tools needed to successfully overcome negative perceptions that marginalized students often experience.
And to all the educators who are dedicated to their students, like Mr. and Mrs. Erickson. They're implementing restorative practices in their classrooms by creating opportunities for students to reflect on their behavior and its impact on others in their school.
Thank you to all of the educators who put in the additional effort to follow up with families about the lessons, like Ms. Lucero, who sends out parent emails daily.
A special thanks to all educators prioritizing students' well-being. To Elena for taking time to reference the lessons throughout the day. To Lisa for tirelessly advocating for social emotional learning in her district. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, educators.
Thank you, educators.
Yes, just amazing. And speaking of amazing, we are honored to announce that we have 8 of our 10 Educator of the Year award winners live with us right now. But before we bring them out, let's have one last look at our 10 winners.
I thrive on being a positive influence for change in our schools. So incorporating SEL every day with our children is so important.
And then using all that to support them so that they are able to learn and be successful in school as well.
After implementing Second Step curriculum, I am most proud of my students' increased self-confidence and improved ability to handle conflict in a constructive manner.
I just love that they engage in the lessons, they engage they want to learn about the tools that I'm giving them.
They're able to articulate their thoughts in such an impressive way, especially when it comes to heavy topics such as bullying, stress, anxiety, like healthy versus unhealthy relationships.
Having them practice how to be empathetic, how to be kind, how to be a friend, that's also important.
My passion has always been behavior SEL. It's always been about teaching the whole child and making sure whatever they're learning academically is connecting to what life experience they're going to have or what life lessons they need.
My students are what motivate me. They're what make me want to show up to work every day.
I am motivated by seeing my students socially and emotionally prepared for life. And that's what really drives me with this work, is making sure that students have positive self-image and they're ready to take on whatever the world brings them.
They're able to manage emotions so they can respond to people better, able to make friends, keep friends, solve problems, be empathetic. And these skills are just critical for a whole happy life.
My hopes and dreams for my students is that they're able to take things that they learn and apply it and be successful in life.
I envision a future where they possess the tools to overcome obstacles, make informed decisions, and cultivate strong relationships.
I want them to be lifelong learners in whatever career, whatever interest they choose. I want them to pursue that and to never be afraid of failure in whatever they choose to do.
My hope is my students feel well equipped to deal with the ever-changing world around them.
Ultimately, I hope they find happiness, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose.
All right, everybody. Everyone who's watching this across the ether, I want you to clap or snap as loud as you possibly can right now. I want to hear it. I want to hear it in the studio. Let's welcome our winners. Yay. So fantastic to see all of you. Carrie, let's start with you. We want to hear from each of you. Let's start with you, Carrie. What does today mean to you? What does education mean? How are you feeling right now?
Hi, everyone. So great to be able to thank you, Second Step, for this amazing opportunity and this amazing award. And more importantly, just a chance to showcase the amazing SEL work being done at Yates Elementary in Schenectady, New York. We work so hard every single day. And I say we because it's a team effort, not just me. It's every single staff member in my building to build such strong relationships with our students so they can thrive every single day when they come to school. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We're so happy you're here. Marlo, what are you thinking? How are you feeling?
I am feeling fantastic. Thank you for asking. And it's such a joy to be in such great company with fellow educators who acknowledge and understand the importance of our students and our teachers. I'm so proud to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Katie, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought it was so exciting and so sweet, all the videos. It's just made me really happy. Thank you.
Thank you. Stacy, what's going through your mind right now? What are your thoughts as you see all this unfold?
Hi, this is so exciting. It's overwhelming a little bit. I'm honored to be among all these other great educators.
I'm excited to be here. Congratulations to everyone. And thank you to everyone that's been involved in this process along the way. And same as someone else said, I couldn't have done this alone. I work with a SEL team in my district, and they're some of the best educators I know.
Well, you deserve this. You all deserve this. Allie, what are you thinking about? How does today feel for you?
Hi. Yeah, just thank you so much for having me. I've already cried a little bit today. This is really sweet. And I just want to say thanks to all my coworkers and Jen for nominating me and my family for being here and friends. Thank you.
You all are showing SEL in action for sure. I love how much you're incorporating the work of a team to bring this together, right? Marie, what are your thoughts?
I can't lie, I got choked up at the beginning too. It was so nice to hear all of the stories and, all across the nation. It's just so encouraging to hear what people are doing and that they have the same heart I do for our kids in such special ways. And I was fascinated I wondered how you were going to take our stories and put them in categories. So I love that each one sort of had a theme and we realize what a huge impact that makes. So I'm super grateful to be here and humbled for sure. And just so glad to be in this group of educators who care so much in the same ways that I do. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are grateful for you. We're grateful for all of you. And shout out to our creative team for all the great work on those videos. Nerwin, what's on your mind? How are you?
Hi, so it just feels so, wonderful how Second Step program put people together to make a difference in the lives of our students. So thank you so much for choosing me too as one of your winners. And thank you so much to my fellow educators and congratulations for doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much for all that you do. And last but certainly not least, Madison, what are your thoughts about Second Step, education, all that has occurred today and will occur?
I just feel so much gratitude to have been a part of Second Step, and it completely changed the way that I taught. My first year teaching, I was very, very strict, and it was me-centered. And since I started doing Second Step, it really became student-centered almost overnight. And I love hearing the stories of all these amazing educators because I teach 7th grade, but I see teachers teaching kindergarten, and they are equipping this generation to have social emotional skills that will pay off in dividends that we cannot even imagine. So I'm just very excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Everything you've shared, everything we've seen today, it's given all the feels. I hope you're all getting all the feels. You deserve this and so much more. Let's all give our award recipients another big round of applause, some snaps. Let's make it happen. Woohoo. Thank you. Okay, before our final prize giveaway, I want to once again thank all of the nominees this year, those who nominated their worthy, very worthy colleagues, and all of you for being a part of this celebration. Thank you to all of the educators out there supporting and nurturing children every single day. I also want to acknowledge the Committee for Children's staff who managed the award selection process, evaluated nominations, and worked on this live event. It was truly a team effort. We plan to be back next year and make this award even bigger and better. And now it's time for the grand prize drawing. Ashley, hello.
All right, how exciting.
I know, very exciting.
Giveaway.
Yes.
Here we go. So the winner of the purple and the store credit.
Let's do a drum roll.
Please. All right. Karen Diorian, congratulations.
Woohoo. Yes. Congratulations, Karen. And thank you all for joining us today and participating in this important celebration. You've been such a fantastic audience. Please keep in touch. Take care.